Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Ellen Gormley, and today we're talking about one of the most difficult and easiest patterns on my lineup. This is the Whisper Wrap, and it's literally 2 rows, but really one of them doesn't count because it's very similar to the other row, so it's all good. So anyway, I want to show you how to make the Whisper Wrap. The Whisper Wrap pattern is on lovecrafts.com. It's a pattern I wrote 10 years ago. And here is my Whisper Wrap. It's made out of Karen Spa. It is crochet. It is not knit. It is crocheted. It is super stretchy of a pattern. It blocks out beautifully. If you're looking for a wedding shawl, this is an amazing one. I used Karen Spa yarn, which is like a bamboo rayon. I don't even think it exists anymore, but it is like a DK weight yarn. But really you can use any weight yarn, but you just need to get something that will have great drape. This one actually has beads in it, but I just did this one for me in the instructions. The instructions were hard enough as it was that I did not add the beads to the instructions. So the instructions for this pattern comes without beads, and you can add beads yourself if you feel like it every so often. But let's get started. So this pattern on lovecrafts.com, it's an advanced pattern, but I have 15 or so photos of in process for you if you need it all written out. And also there's instructions for making a swatch, and that is what we're going to do today. So here is the swatch in 2 colors so that you can see where things are going. It's basically a modified zigzag, chevron, rick-rack, whatever you want to call it, pattern that I added front post and back post stitches to. So this is in 2 colors, obviously, so you can see where we're going, but I am going to go ahead and start this pattern with a chain of 28. So this is going to be our swatch. So it's always a good idea to swatch. I probably wouldn't make a shawl out of worsted weight. It's just very heavy and warm. I like the light, airy stretchiness of the DK weight, especially a plant fiber, more than an animal fiber probably. So anyway, chain 28. I have a J size hook. If you're using a smaller DK weight yarn, you're going to use a smaller size hook, 3, 27, 28. Now, one of our viewers made one of these for her sister-in-law, and I'll put in a photo here of her completed pattern. She used a yarn bee yarn, so fantastic work to her, and she's the one who recommended that, hey, maybe a video would be really helpful for this pattern. So we are going to do that now. On this swatch, we're going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. The back loop, back ridge, back bump is where we are placing a double crochet. Chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, skip another stitch, and we will start our top peak moment here. So 3 double crochets in the back bar, back ridge, back bump of the next chain. Then we will chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and not in the same one, but in the next one, we will double crochet. I'm getting a little distracted because my camera's in the wrong spot. So I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit so that I can see better. Okay, so 3 double crochets in the next chain right here. Three double crochets, so not in the same spot, but in the next stitch. Now we will chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, and now we will do the decrease at the bottom of the valley. So chain 1, and now we've got our little apex here, the top of our mountain, and which is right under all of this blue stuff. And now we're coming back, we've come back down the mountain, and we need to do the valley. So the valley is a double crochet over 5. So it's written out in the instructions, but basically what we're doing is skipping 1, Then we'll put the legs of 1, skip 1, 1, skip 1, 1 over the next stitches. So we are doing a decrease, double crochet 3 together, but we're spacing out the legs like a tripod. So skipping 1, yarning over, inserting the hook as if to double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook and leave it there. Yarn over, skip 1 stitch, insert the hook in the next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook and leave it there. Skip the next chain and use the next one. See, you see we're using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches, but we're only doing 3 occurrences. So it is a double crochet 3, 1, 2, 3 together over 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook. So that is our bottom of our valley down there. So we will chain 1, skip the next one, double crochet in the next one, chain 1, skip 1, and then we will start our apex, our high up mountaintop peak again with 3 double crochets in that chain. Chain 3, just like a granny square corner, but we will put the next 3 double crochets in the next chain, not in the same one. So 3 more double crochets, but in the next chain. So we are making a very steep little mountain. This is where we are so far. So we went up the mountain, we went down to the valley, we went up to the mountaintop again, and now we're going to finish over here for our swatch. On our actual piece, it's hard to see because it's all in one color, but it's up and down and up and down. Okay, so it's fun. And once you get it, you'll really totally have it. So hang in there with me. So we are going to chain 1, skip 1 stitch, double crochet in the next stitch, next chain, and we should have 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are going to double crochet 2 together over 3. So we're skipping 1 because that's been our pattern all along. We have 1, 2, 3. We're going to double crochet 2 of them together using this first one and the third one. So over 3 stitches, we'll put 1 leg here, 1 leg there, and tie them all together. Are you ready? So we're yarning over, we're skipping that first chain, we are starting the double crochet in the third one from the end, we are yarning over, skipping the next one, and in the last stitch, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook. So we now have 1, 2, over 1, 2, 3 stitches. Yarn over and pull through all of them at once, but maybe I should pull another color for you so that you can see it. And let's pick pink. Let's pick pink. So we are going to pull through with a new color. You absolutely could do the pattern in 2 colors, but I really want you to see it. But I think it looks gorgeous with 1 color and it looks so much more lacy. But because I'm teaching it to you and I want you to be able to see it well, I'm going to go ahead and yarn over with a new color, pulling through all the loops on that hook and changing color. So here is our row 1. Take a good look, take a screenshot if you're on your phone, if you need to see it. Like I said, there's a ton of what I think are pretty darn good pictures for a pattern in the written pattern if you want it. If not, you can just use this pattern. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1, 2, 3 and turn. It's a turned row pattern. Now we're skipping the first chain right here. We're going to back post double crochet around this one. So remember, the back post double crochet is yarn over, insert the hook from the back of the fabric to the front of the fabric to the back, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook once, twice. So I really hope that you guys give this a chance because I know it looks really hard, but it's really not that hard. And I hope that one of my goals is to make something hard easy. So here we go again. We're going to back post double crochet around the next double crochet. We've chained 1, skipping that chain 1 space, and we're going to back post double crochet around that next post of the double crochet. We're going to chain one again. Now this is where the fun like layover crossing posts come in. Here we go. So we are going to skip 2 double crochets, skip the chain 3 space, and in this post over here, we are going to back post treble crochet. So I'm going to yarn over twice because it's a treble. It's a back post, so I'm going to go from the back side of the fabric to the front around the side of that post. Okay, hold on just one moment so you can see it. So it is around the side. It's like a little kid, you know, running in the grocery store and you grab him by the arm to say, no, don't run away. So this is the mama stitch, the treble, yarn over twice, grabbing the baby by the arm here saying, hey, don't do that. That's not safe. Now we will go ahead and in this chain 3 space, make our top peak mountain with 1, 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2, 3, 2 more double crochets, and Hobie is ringing the bell. I don't know if you can hear it, but you know, I just took him out before this video so we would not have this problem, so I am going to just let him hang out. So the next one is another treble back post double crochet. Can you guess where it's going to go? Let me point it out to you. It is going to go around this post back here. So we're making a big ol' X. Okay, we're making a big ol' X with our post stitches. So here we go. Yarn over twice. We're working from the back of the fabric, okay, around that last, grabbing that last kid by the arm. Pull up a loop for his own safety, of course, and then finish the stitch like a treble crochet because that's what it is. So it's a matter of where the stitch is placed. Now this is the stretchy nature of treble crochets around posts like this because the X's can slide up and down the post. And so that's what gives it its stretch. So it's okay if you want to just pull it a little snug. You can pull it toward the top of the stitch if you want. You can just leave it. It's fine. If we were using the bamboo yarn, which is much more slippery, these stitches would slide a lot more, but it's acrylic, and this yarn is acrylic, which is fine. This is Bravo worsted by Knit Picks, so it's good. It's great yarn for practicing here. Chain 1, skip, we've already used this one here, we've already used it, skip the next one, and back post double crochet around the next one. Chain 1. Okay, now we get to do, so you see this here between my thumbs on the other side, that was the 3 double crochet together over 5 stitches. We're going to do that again. We're skipping the first one because that's the rhythm that we've done, and that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. So if we isolate the next 5 stitches in our mind and we put 1 leg, skip 1, 1 leg, skip 1, 1 leg, that'll give us the 3 double crochet together over 5. So yarn over, insert in that first double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, skip 1 right there, yarn over, put in the next one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook, skip 1 right there, yarn over, insert into the next double crochet with the same half made double crochet, and then yarn over and pull them all together. And that makes your double crochet 3 together over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches. Chain 1. Back post double crochet around the next post. Chain 1. Skip the next 2 stitches. Skip the chain 3 corner space or peak space, and we're isolating this one way over here. It's again time to treble crochet, back post treble crochet. So mama yarn over twice is grabbing the kid's arm to keep him from harm and doing a treble crochet around the arm or the post of the stitch. Got it? Now we are going to just double crochet in the peak mountain twice, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 double crochets again, bring that child back into the family, Okay, here's the family at the peak. I'm having fun with this. I hope you are too. Yarn over twice, reach from behind, back post treble crochet around the arm of that other child left behind. No child left behind here, okay? And so you have your X made on the other side. So we are now working on the wrong side of the fabric. And when I flip it, you'll see it. So we already used this one. We're skipping the next one. We're back post treble crocheting around this one. Chain one, and now we are left with 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're not using this last one, this chain 3 turn one, because we're making a zigzag pattern, and for it to be smooth and straight, we're skipping that one. So we're doing a 2 together over 3 to end the row. So we are skipping one, that one doesn't count. We have 1, 2, 3 left. The first leg will go here in the double crochet. We'll skip one. The second leg will go in that last double crochet, and we'll abandon that last little hanging over piece altogether. So here we go. Yarn over, insert the hook into that double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops on the hook. That's the double crochet not completely made. We're skipping the chain right there. And in this next double crochet, we are going to yarn over, insert the hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and we will yarn over and pull through all loops on the hook, but I'm going to change color again because I want you to see row 1, 2, and 3. Okay, purple. We're grabbing purple this time. So I am going to change color by yarning over and pulling through all the loops on the hook. I do not recommend a variegated yarn for this pattern, chain 1, 2, 3, and turn, because the texture of post stitches gets lost when the yarn is very patterned. And I really love the texture of this pattern, and that's why we're going to go with it. So let's do another row. I hope that you are finding this pattern to be a valuable, fun, relaxing use of your time. We are now going to skip the first stitch here. We're going to double crochet, or front post double crochet this time, front post double crochet this time, not back post. We're keeping all the posts on the same side of the fabric. Chain 1, skip the chain 1 space, double crochet around the next mama stitch, the back post treble crochet from the previous row. Okay, chain 1. Now we're going to grab, and since we did moms last time, let's do dads this time. It's only fair. So it's the same row that we did last time, only we're doing front post stitches this time, and on the other side rows, working behind the scenes, we did back posts stitches. Okay, so it's really only one row to remember, but all of the posts are going to always be on the front side of the surface. So on the back side, it's a lot less textured. Can you see the difference? Anyway, that might help you remember that it's just one row, but it's a matter of whether or not you front post or back post double crochet. All right, so now we are skipping 2 double crochets. I'm yarning over twice. We're doing the dad pattern this time. We're going to front post double crochet around the one on the other side of the gap. So daddy reached up and grabbed the arm of this wayward child. Okay, see it? Okay, now we're going to 2 double crochets in the chain 3 peak of the mountain. 1, 2, 3, which is kind of like a granny square style corner. 2 more double crochets in that same space, that chain 3 space. Now daddy's going to reach and grab the one that's behind the child over here with a front post treble crochet. So we got to go, you can go in front of the previous one because we're doing front post double crochet, treble crochet though, because I yarned over twice. So isolate it, find it. It's the second one of that little group. So yarn over twice, insert the hook from front to back to front, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on the hook 3 times. Oop, dropped one, 3 times. Okay, so we have a new X made. Okay, you see it? So the back post stitches on the previous row made the X here. See, they're down there. And here, now where the front post double crochets are making the X here. And this is what gives it all the stretch by working on those posts. Okay, so let's continue. Chain 1, skip. We already used this stitch. We're skipping the next one, and we are front post double crocheting around the next one right there. Chain 1. Okay, it's time to do our 3 double crochet together over 5. So we're skipping 1 because that's the pattern. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the next 5 stitches. We'll put the legs of our 3 together here in the double crochet, here in the top of the previous stitch, skip 1, and then here. So 1, 2, 3. That is where we are going. It's easier to see where you're going or to make it happen when you can visualize where you're going. So 3 half double crochet, not half double crochets. They're double crochets that are not completely made. We yarned over in each of them, and then we yarn over and pull through all the loops on the hook to make them together, to decrease them together. Chain 1. Okay, and then double crochet, front post double crochet around the next mama's arm, long back post treble crochet there. Then we will chain 1 and work the daddy's treble crochet over here on this child way over here who's hanging out. So yarn over twice and then insert the hook from front to back to front. Just get it around that post. Okay. Find the peak of the mountain, put in 2 double crochets, 1, 2, do chain 1, 2, 3, put 2 double crochets in the same chain 3 space. It's Dad's turn again to come and get this other wayward twin over here with a treble crochet. A front post treble crochet, chain 1, skip. We've already used this stitch. We're skipping this stitch. We're front post treble crocheting around this stitch. Chain 1. Okay, now for the end of the row, it's the same thing we did before, nothing different here. We are going to 2 double crochet together over 3. So we're skipping 1 chain because that's what we've been doing all along. That doesn't even count. Then 1, 2, 3 are the next stitches that we're targeting. So 1 leg will go in this double crochet, 1 leg will go in this double crochet, and we'll skip the one in the middle. Yarn over, insert the hook in the double crochet. We're not doing a post stitch, it's just a regular double crochet, but leave it unworked. Skip the next chain, yarn over, insert the hook in the next double crochet, yarn over, pull up a loop. We're abandoning the chain 3 turn because we don't need it for this pattern. And we will yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. You would change color if you want to change color. So here we have a micro version, a smaller DK weight version, but this is the worsted weight version so that you can see how the stitches go. So I hope you love this. It's a lot of fun. And once you get it, I think you'll be thrilled to make this really amazing looking pattern that's really not nearly as hard as you might have guessed. But boy, it's going to have spectacular results. And I really want you to think about this for upcoming wedding gifts. I think this would make an amazing bridal stole or wrap for the bridesmaids or a beautiful mother of the bride wrap. So just think about it. I wish I had done that. Anyway, that's all for today. Please check out other videos that maybe look really hard, but I can teach you how to do it. And Tunisian crochet, which always looks hard, but really isn't. So I will see you on the next video. Thank you. Bye.